make this a little easier for me, I'm gonna take this seat out. Kind of want to know how to do it anyway. So I'm gonna be taking the top out, just to make it a little easier to get the seat in and out. And I removed the floor mat, and there's 4 bolts, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then you have this seat belt here that you have to unscrew, which is actually pretty easy. So we're gonna do that first. So we're gonna take our plastic tool and we're just gonna fit it down inside here. It pops off there. And it really just comes off. Just pops off. Not too hard. If it's the first time that you're taking it off, it might be a little bit more difficult. And then you have that screw right there. Okay, so it's a T30 Torx bit for that screw right there. And this is the first time I'm loosening this, so I don't know how hard it's gonna be. Oh, not bad at all. So just kind of push it down a little bit, and then it unhooks from that. And we're just gonna take the screw, put it back so we don't lose it. It wasn't too tight to start. They are pretty firm to get going. Move that all the way forward. Be careful of that thing if you ever get back here with your knee or something, your bare feet. You know, poke yourself with that. I will be giving you guys torque specs, not only for this, but also for the 4 nuts when I go to reinstall all this. So stay tuned for that. I don't know it offhand right now, but I will be giving it to you. So it might be best to start with the rear nuts first, just so you don't have to keep moving the seat like I just did. So we want to move the seat all the way back, and then we want to lift the front to give ourselves the most access we can. I'm also tilting the seat forward a little bit. I may end up regretting that, I don't know yet. But we need to get to this connector. This is the connector that connects the seat harness to the harness on the car. But before we go messing with that, we're going to disconnect the battery because we don't want the airbags going off. So up at the front of the car, the battery's under here. So we need to pull these sides off, these pieces, in order to get this one off. So it's literally just super easy. These are made to come off because we've got a filter under here. Okay, so we got that one off. We're gonna go ahead and take that one off. But one thing I forgot to tell you guys, before you disconnect the battery, open up both doors. That'll drop the window down, so it won't be trying to, you know, if you shut the door, it won't be trying to force its way through this seal, because the windows drop a little bit to clear. And you want to do the negative terminal, which is here, and make sure that you put it out of the way where it's not going to come back and make contact. The reason you do the negative terminal, if you were to do the positive and you were using a wrench and you accidentally had the wrench on this and swung it over and say you touch this bracket or any metal piece on the car, there's going to be a spark show. We'll go ahead and take this off. I won't bore you with the detail there. So it's a good idea to take your top off, put it in the trunk before you disconnect the battery. Otherwise you'll have to reconnect it or put this someplace else. So we're underneath the seat and you can see this red tab here. You're gonna have to pull that back so it sticks out. So hopefully you can see this. But in the back of this, so you've got this red tab, and in the back you have this button here. You can see me pushing on it. It's in the back toward the center of the car, give you orientation. So you push that in, and then you can slide the whole thing forward. And that removes the connector. So there you go. You saw it in real time as I did it for the first time. So now we got the harness kind of tied up here with one of these push clip things. So if you have replacements, you could obviously cut it. It's right there. I think you can see it. We're gonna have to get a pry tool and just pry that out. It's gonna kind of mess it up, but it'll go back in. Or we can replace it with one of our replacement zip tie push pin deals. But I'm gonna go ahead and take that out, and then the seat will be ready to come out. I hope this isn't blurry for you guys. I got a new GoPro because my daughter's old one, she got rid of it. Okay, there we go. That thing right there. So hopefully it's not blurry. Now we got that out of the way. Now we can pull the seat out. Yes, definitely good with the seat all the way forward. Oh, look at all the pins in that thing. Good grief. So now we have pretty good access to this back panel. This one here. And yeah, all the trim. Be careful not to scratch the car. Get a couple of the nuts in the front. And we're gonna go ahead and push in that connector now. So there's a connector right there. So the portion under the seat, this slides completely around. There's a black portion of this. It does go on the outside of the part attached to the seat. And then as you push that gray slide forward, it pulls the connector together. And then all you got to do is push in that red tab. There, that's done. Okay, this is why I come to the service manual whenever I look up my torque specs. I went online and several people said the torque spec on the nut for the seat was 37 pound-feet. It's not, it's 33 as listed right here. Hopefully you can see that. So 33 foot-pounds for the nuts on the seat. And there we go. The assembly is on page 13-265. Item number 2. Front seat belt anchor plate tension bolt is 53 inch-pounds, 6 Newton-meters. Alright, so 33 foot-pounds. Got this 15 millimeter on here. Okay, so now that these front ones are torqued, we can go ahead and reconnect the power since the plug-in for the seat is connected. We don't have to worry about an airbag issue. We'll go ahead and reconnect the battery, and then we can move the seat forward to get the back nuts. Okay, so I had this laying around. It's a little plastic protector on the new battery that I had. So I just threw it on there, just so this wouldn't accidentally touch. So that is back on there. And we're gonna tighten that up. All right, so the torque for the negative battery post is on page 9-94. it is going to be getting tightened to 40 inch-pounds, 4.5 Newton meters. So that's important. You don't want to make it loose, obviously, but you don't want to over tighten it. It'll cause problems later on. Now, if you happen to take off the cable from there, that little nut, it's only going to be 80 inch-pounds. Alright, 10 millimeter. Set to 40 inch-pounds. That's it. Battery's connected. Trim's done. Okay, we're going to move the seat forward so we can go ahead and put the seat belt piece back on here. And we're going to hook this right in there like before. Just like that. Now, they didn't say that you had to replace this screw. They didn't say you had to put Loctite on it. I am putting a little bit of blue because I noticed they had, well, it looks red, but that wasn't red Loctite because this came out pretty easy. But I'm going to put blue on there. They didn't say that you had to, but I'm going to. And then it's going to be tightened to 53 inch-pounds. That's it. That sure doesn't feel like much, but that's what they said. 53 inch-pounds. So that's on there. We'll just put the cover back on. And it'll just snap on. Just like that. Move the seat all the way up so we can get those nuts on the back and tighten those down to 33 foot-pounds. It's a tight fit for a torque wrench.